So, I play Dead by Daylight. So, if you don't know what Dead by Daylight is, it is an asymmetric video game where you play as one killer versus four survivors. And honestly, the game is pretty fun, but man, it does feel like a mental illness sometimes. Every time you play the game, it's more like a love-hate relationship. Sometimes your games can go amazing, and sometimes the games can go really horrible. And it doesn't really help because the developers behind the game don't really know what the community really wants, or they don't even know how to balance everything correctly. And the worst part is too, this is the only game that is in this genre where like, oh, there is one killer and everyone's survivor that is still alive. Games like Texas Chainsaw Massacre died, games like Friday 13th died, games like VHS, and I think a few others just died. And one thing that drew me into Dead by Daylight is actually all the horror collabs. If you guys know about me, I like creepy stuff and I like horror stuff. When it comes to like horror movies, horror icons, I love that stuff. And Dead by Daylight is pretty much like a horror museum of characters. You have Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Pinhead, Ghostface, Michael Myers, and even more. So it does kind of suck when like this game that I love always goes into a horrible state, and as I mentioned, the developers don't know what they're doing. They always constantly release a new patch that breaks the game all the time, and it's like, how did you even manage to do that? Or they go out of their way to nerf a character for no good reason, and it's like, well, why would you do that? And even now, developers were saying that, oh, if you give a certain side a base kit perk, it'll be holding their hands technically, while other side has like 8 built-in base kit perks. And base kit perks, for those who don't play Dead by Daylight, is like perks that are in the game but they just give it to you regularly, so you don't need to run them. Playing Dead by Daylight, it does kind of feel like you kind of have a mental illness sometimes, because after a while, you kind of do want to bash your head into a wall. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but sometimes for me, the games can be really rough.